Did you ever enjoy flying freely outside of your body? That is the topic we are going to discuss today. Hi, I'm Nancy Trevelato. Welcome to the channel. If you are here for the first time, if you are watching me again, thank you for being with us. We are going to discuss about flying outside the body, something that is very natural, and many of us, we do it spontaneously, but there are a number of facets that helps us if we understand, so that we can improve the quality of our flights in future projections that we may have, but also for us to understand the experiences that we might have had in the past. So let me start from the beginning. One of the very common things that sometimes happens is that when we are projected and for some reason our non-physical body is not completely subtle, so we try to move from one place to another, but instead of flying, we feel like we have to jump, big jumps sometimes. Other times we feel like we have to swim in the air in order to move faster, because of course we are not going to be moving outside the body with steps as we normally do. I used to have lots of that when I was a kid, many times flying. So that was my typical way of sometimes moving when I was projected, especially when I was projected in a dimension that was closer to the physical body. Therefore, I was seeing physical structures, for example, inside of the house or in the street where I used to live. So I remember very vividly experiences like that. But they were so real, so clear, and I knew where I was and everything. And then in the morning, I would think, why do I swim during my dreams? Because I couldn't explain that experience with different words. I knew nothing about the out of body experience, even though I was experiencing them. Another point to understand about the flight is that when we are in a dimension, suppose you are projected, and the community or the place where you are has heavy energies. Denser, heavy, not necessarily negative. Sometimes, yes, but not necessarily. Sometimes heavy in a sense that it's denser. The environment is denser than the own energies of your non-physical body at that moment. So when you try to fly, you feel you can't. It's almost like you experience gravity. There is no gravity in the non-physical dimension. But because we may be in a place with denser energies than we are, we feel some sort of pressure and it may be harder to fly. In cases like this, what many times we do is concentrate. Some people, they start jumping and go jumping, and with each jump you go higher and higher until you overcome. But this technique of the jumping, for example, is one of many, but this technique is something that works better when the obstacle for us to fly is our mind. And this happens a lot, believe me. We can be completely concentrated in the environment and in the experience we are having at the moment, but at the moment of flying, we simply do not know how. We do not know how to start. And it's a command of our mind. Many of you know that. And perhaps you even know that in some of the experiences that you have had. But at the moment that you think, okay, it's just to decide. Okay, I decide. Okay, now I go. Okay, fly. But it's not that. It's not saying, it's not thinking. It's some sort of action. There is an action with our minds and with our energy at the same time. And one of the key factors for us to control that well, it's not second guessing our decision, not second guessing the impulse of our will. Because if we think, okay, I go, but am I ready or not? What do I do? That creates then a blockage. It's almost like it's harder for us to start. But in situations like that, if you feel this, you can use techniques, for example, as jumping, or a technique as trying to throw your arm up high until you feel you get an impulse. Something like this, all of this will help, but it will help psychologically. It's not that you need that, but here in the physical world, if you want to reach somewhere that is higher than you, what do? You jump. So, because we are used to this reality here, we can use that conditioning we have when we are projected. And that conditioning is what is going to work at that time. So, keep in mind, don't second guess yourself. There you are, simply fly. If in one situation the environment is heavier than you can handle to fly, use whatever means you can, go jump by jump, or if you wish then to move to a dimension that is subtler, that is more appropriate for your projection, and you want to leave that space or community where you are, where the energies are denser, you can do a velo technique. If you want to know what the velo is, check here in the channel. I have videos teaching and discussing about velo, VELO, that's an acronym. But velo technique, when you are projected, helps you get out of one dimension and simply appear in another, subtler, better. So it's an excellent technique even when we want to go up in the dimension we are projected. But our topic today was flying. Please check the videos I'm going to put here for you. They are related with this video, teaching us how to observe the relationship between what we do outside the body and how we behave here. So it's going to be helpful if you are interested. Thank you. If you like the video, remember to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you are here for the first time, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Thanks.